Hello, I'm Big Daddy Fun. Welcome to the Unbreakable Bedrock Season 2. This is episode 50. I am here still on the roof of the Villager Trading House, and there's the smelter that I built in the last episode. And also, I showed you some of the stuff that I've been doing around here to try to make things just a little bit more appealing. I do have more ideas. However, those ideas are going to wait because this episode, because it is episode 50, I want to make it be a little bit special. And so, what I thought I would do is I would take you to some of the bases of some of the other players from the server and show you what they've done. To start our tour, I am here in our Nether Hub Center, I guess if you want to call it that. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into creative mode because it's going to be a whole lot easier to show you everything. And I think what I'm going to do is start. So this is Mob Master and my hallway to go to our portal. You can see it down there in the background. I think what I'm going to do is just work my way around clockwise at the for all the bases that are players that are still active. I am heading to Pro J 7865 Pro J's base. Him and Platform Force had worked a lot together on their base. So this is where you come out at Pro's base. Looks like he's got a smelting system in here. Nether wart. A trading hall. Looks like he has a fair amount of villagers in here and looks like he has more room to add on as necessary. So this brings you out into what I guess you would almost consider their house. A couple beds set up here. Not really a whole lot here in the house. I don't know that I've ever been down here. Okay, looks like villager breeding area. And apparently this is where they infect and cure the villagers. Let's head up here and we're going to go outside and I'll show you a little bit of what they have at their base. So here they have a giant cat, not really sure. I guess that's just for some of their cats and dogs. They've got a giant rocket. And I've been in here and I don't remember exactly what all's inside, but I know they have a lot of different chests and stuff in there. Out here he's got an airplane and a ship. Out here I think this is a raid farm. And then a submarine. And I think if I remember correctly, yeah, they have some stuff back this way. Not really sure what all they have here. I guess this here looks like a nether tree farm. And I think This looks like an iron farm. And then I'm thinking this is probably some kind of a mob farm. I'm here at the portal for Ethy's base. We're going to step through. So he actually built a nether section in his base, which I think this is really cool. I do recommend that if you would like, you could check out Ethy's videos. He does YouTube videos, and he does a good job. So I did come out from the portal, which is right there. And this is his base area. Now he does have, I guess if you want to call it a house, he's got a makeshift area here that he's got set up. Some villagers and different things here and there. Brewing stands and some nether wart just for some brewing. So I came back out, and he doesn't really have a great amount inside there, but where it really stands out is outside here. He's got an ice farm here, but over this way, and I just love the pathway that he built here. He spent a lot of time, and you see there's no snow on the pathway. That's because he put string along the whole way of the pathway. And then out here, he started building walls and walkways. And I actually built a little town in there. Down here, he has a dock area. And actually, down in here, he's got for ocean items. And I know I showed you before when I was helping him with trying to do the mob farm. Down and underneath, he's got an area for a whole bunch of farms that he had different people help him build. And I just love this area. I think it's really awesome. Stands out. Very well put together. So if you go back in here, he was working on having a place, making it so that it looked like there was a cart here that could go down to pick items up. And then he was building in here to have everything look like it's being conveyor belted in, and then he's planning on having different sections here for different items. And I think it kind of going down through here, that's what he was planning on doing. I think that part might just be a cave, but I think down in here was another section where he was actually putting in things. And in here he's got a number of different items, some storage, some furnaces, some villagers, more storage. And I think back here, yeah, he's got some more villagers back here. I love the way Ethy decorates and the way he puts things together. I think he does a really good job at it. So this was not a lush cave. He built all this and put everything in to make it look like a lush cave. So yeah, as you can tell, he put an awful lot of time into this. So anyway, this is Ethy's Empire. So I'm back here at the Hub Center. So the next one would be Not Normal. And I'm actually going to skip Knots. And here's my reason why. It's not because I'm trying to ignore his base. Knot actually has not been able to get on very much. Knot really does some awesome building, but he's not been on as much as I know he would have liked to have been. He's had a lot of things take place in life, and so I really don't want to take you there when he's only got some things kind of halfway. The next one would be JS100. Now, JS100 is not active anymore on the server. He joined us for this season, did an awesome job on his base, and then I think he kind of like ran out of things to do and just sort of stopped playing. So I am actually going to take you to his base just because it is really awesome. We are here at his nether portal, and we're going to take a step through. So this is his nether portal, which I think is pretty cool. And then he's built a pathway going up. He actually, his base is in the jungle biome. At the beginning of this season, we decided to have everybody pick a biome. I know I've told that in previous videos, but some of you might not have seen those previous videos. And so, anyway, you come up here, and this is JS100's base. He's got a lot of stuff going on in here. And here's where he's got some villagers. And then his house. His house looks rather small. But then if you go inside, he's got ladders going down. This is all his storage. And then if you go to the outside, he's got other things set up, sort of like a kitchen with a bunch of furnaces. And nothing to see here. I'm not sure what he was going to do there. So apparently if we go down, it's mines and XP farms. In here it looks like he's got all the sheep with different colors. Some nether wart. Sugarcane farm. And I think this is supposed to be a chicken cooker. Cow crusher. And then in here is his map room, which you can see he started on it. Didn't really get super far with it though. In here it looks like he's just got a bunch of different workstations. Enchantment room. And then the bedroom. What I think is cool about this, I think it looks really good. And then if you go here, you flip this switch, and then in here is sort of like a closet area with some chests in behind, some armor stands with some armor on it. So I think that basically, oh wait, I need to go back up here. I was going to say I think that concludes for Easy's or for JS100's area, but there is actually more, and I'm not sure if there's more in here or not. I think this is just basically some open area, not really with a whole lot in it. So we're going to go back out here, and one of the things that I think is really cool, he's built this pathway to connect some of these trees, and it goes around here, and I think that's really cool. So I've got Blonde and Blue's base next. Now I do have Pelagornis and Avi, and then also Chicken Face. They are also some players that got on close to the beginning of the season, and even some that joined a little bit later. But they are no longer active, and they never really built a great amount. So I'm not going to go to their bases, but I am going to take you to Blonde and Blues. We're going to go through here. As you can tell, they've gone ahead and they raided an ancient city, and they did a lot of work in here. So I am here at Blonde and Blue's entrance to their world or their base, and I wanted you to join me as I walk through so you can get the full effect. So when you come into their base, you come into a railroad car. So you got the engine, the coal car, and this is the car where the portal is in. And so here there's a skeleton farm, a zombie farm, and a creeper farm. And then back in here, you've got a rocket with a launch pad. And then actually coming out the back of the train car here, you have a building here that's got some villagers inside. And then going this way, you've got a whole bunch of buildings. This has horses in a stable. This building here has some more beds in, so some villagers can stay in. They got a map. You can see they've really explored quite a bit. I think this building here is pretty cool. You go in, and they actually have some villagers back here to be bartenders. And then if you go upstairs here, this is where they have a whole bunch of villagers up here. Each of them has a profession. I would venture to guess they probably cured and infected all those villagers. But anyway, this is an area where they built a whole town with all kinds of buildings. And basically from what they said, the intention was to build some buildings. Some of them are similar, some of them are a little bit different. But to use different building blocks just to show some different combinations. I think a lot of them are using terracotta, and so it's just kind of a way to showcase some of the different looks that you could have for a building. And then over here we got a huge structure. This is actually their drowned farm. You can go into the tunnel here and then go up the stairs. And it actually ends up, it does go all the way up to the top here. And I think up here's the kill chamber. You can tell this must have taken them quite a while to build, and I do think it looks pretty cool. Sublime and Blue have done quite a bit of building in their area. Anyway, that gave me an opportunity to showcase some of the bases from some of the other players on our server. We don't have a great amount of active players on our server, and I'll be honest with you, to a certain degree, I'm okay with that. Sometimes I'd like to have more. But I'd rather have a few players who are active and act like a community and don't look to try to do damage to the server, to the world that we're playing in. And with that, I think we have a great group of people. I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed being able to see some of the different bases that some of the players made. I know I didn't spend a whole lot of time on each base, just to try to keep the video a little bit shorter. But anyway, I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. And I will catch you next time. Until then, I'm Big Daddy Fun.